Led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene.
Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
First carry for James Conner. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers, and right side, Henry's got it. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 43.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Now it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a 1st interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The drive will start with Conner. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the defense has got it. Oh, a nightmare start offensively. This will be a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it, and they scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This one fielded at the 5.
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Well, security eluded him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Burrow on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Oh, Beasley, what a nice grab.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done. And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Keke QT, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around. Line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mixon with a first down carry. Pushes him over. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he returns this to the 22. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. Here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, Connor. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
2nd down and goal. Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available and incompletion as a result.
Jamar Chase with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Shepard, he's going to sit on this one, and it's a touchback out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Finding Bourne here over the middle. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On first down, Rodgers.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Got the connection here to Bourne. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. The Bengals drive about to get going.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Person. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now we're going to get a timeout here for an injured player, and that's Jamar Chase, who is in some obvious discomfort right now.
Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open man is born. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Trey Hendrickson. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way up to the 46.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. A handoff to Mixon. A solid stiff arm. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? And they take a knee.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Beasley.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll run for it with Connor. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. On 1st down, Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Let's go, Pete.
And they will take a knee here. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?